Yo, what's poppin', guys? You get your boy Andre here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, this is gonna be the part 3, the conclusion of my review video. So this is gonna be talking about Portalcraft, neutrals, and then also Dragoncraft. So I know a lot of people are probably asking by now, why did you save Dragoncraft for last? Well, I saved Dragoncraft for last because like Dragoncraft has like probably like the most impactful, and also because I'm like biased as fuck. I like play a lot of dragons. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with Portalcraft. So first card, Silva, Ardent Sniper. So this card is amazing. Well, in my opinion. So the reason she's amazing is like she has Accelerate 3, put a follower that originally costs 3 play points or less, hand into play, give it rush, give your leader the falling effect on each of your turns, deal 1 damage to the enemy leader the first time an ally follower attacks. This effect stacks and lasts for the rest of the turn, or for the rest of the match. I'm sorry. So right off the bat, how are you gonna want to use this card? You're obviously going to like want to accelerate it on the 3. Now, obviously, the obvious question is, okay, well, isn't this a -2 non-draw? Yes, it is -2. However, the -2 it can immediately be like recoupled in a few different ways. First way, if you're playing artifacts without like Hawkrabi, Machina, Icarus, things like that. Like yes, you'll get ahead and you'll get your value back like during like say either the turn after if you're going second, or around like turn 5, turn 6. That's not bad. Like Icarus Evos and things like that, like immediately put you right on back into the driver's seat. Additionally, if you're playing either an X3, so that's to say either a 2/3 or 3/3, whatever, 2/3, either 2/3 unit, Flower Doll, or Junk, you'll be able to recur your value back immediately. Shoutouts to I think it's like ice, isn't it? Or for like the flaming glass combo or whatever. Because like ice is the one that does AoE damage. Yeah, if you're also playing that as well, you can go ahead and like recover your value back immediately. In the case of the first one, if you excel that out and then trade into a creature, your creature doesn't die, their creature dies, so you get a +1. Well, you get a +1 to offset the -2 and make it a -1. But you get the creature in place. That's not really a -1, is it? Right? Like it's -1 to hand size, but like I don't think hand size matters that much into that early in the game. So, in the case of Flower Doll is actually probably I think the best one, because most times what will happen is that you'll be under 4 cards when you sacrifice your Flower Doll, so that means you'll get the Flower Doll right on back to the hand, and you have the puppet to go ahead and clear up a 2/2. So that's like not bad. And then lastly, in the case of Junk does the same thing except less good than Flower Doll, because you will not get the Junk back, but you'll get the puppet to go ahead and clear it off anyway. So obviously speaking, this card will be good in puppets. You can also probably play it in like mid-range portal, because the base form of the card is actually not bad either. The base form of the card is basically just a 7-mana 6/5. It has ambush. As we already know, ambush is a very nice keyword, especially when you have on bigger units. Like we've all felt that kind of like a little bit of fear when your opponent like plays a We've all felt like a little bit of fear every now and then when our opponent plays like a Spawn of the Abyss or whatever, and we just like can't kill it, or when our opponent plays like an Imperial and we can't kill it, right? Same thing here. Now you might be wondering, okay, well, there's no Storm follow-up, right? Why should I be scared of this 6/5, right? Well, 1, 6/5 can evolve, so it becomes 8. When you take 8 damage from a single unit, you're not having a good time. 2, on 8, there are currently several different things that can happen to you. 1, if I have like 2 Radiant Artifacts in Excel, I believe I can play both those Radiant Artifacts and like smash you for 1,000,000. That's like what, like 16? Up to 16 damage, which is a lot of damage. Or I can play Magna Legacy, and I just have a 6/5 and a 6/6. Or I can play Orcus and then 3 puppets, which is like 12 damage, I think. Yeah, 12 damage. No, is it 12? No, it's actually 13 damage. I'm sorry, 13 because of the silver proc. So 13 up to 15 damage if I have an Evo. That's gross. That's a lot of damage. That's in my opinion, that's pretty good follow-up. So I definitely think this card will see play. This card immediately. I can tell you right now, this is gonna be like one of the more like standout cards that that people are gonna keep an eye on. This card is either gonna pop off and be amazing, or it's gonna be shit. But I definitely hedge money on this card being amazing. Next card, Lococo, Little Puppeteer. So Lococo is a 2-mana 2/2. Evolves into a 4/4, Fanfare Enhanced 5, transform an enemy follower into Lococo's Teddy Bear. Lococo's Teddy Bear is a 2-mana 1/3 that gives you it's 2-mana 1/3 that gives you the caster of Lococo a puppet at the start of each of your opponent's turns. So This card is very strong silence effect essentially, or not really silence effect. It's a very strong transmutation effect. You'll play this card if there's like a big bitch in the format that you get like half the kill no matter what. So for example, Holy Wing Dragons, Mordecai the Duelist, BNB, Despondent Chimeras, things like that. If you have to like shut those down, you'll probably play this card. However, this card is more of like a tech card than like an actual like main deck sort of staple card, I think. And that like this card will only see play if there's like some like kind of like problem in the metagame that like you have like fixed. So that will hinder the playability of this card initially, but this card will probably rise up when there's like more like big creatures to kill. So card's not bad. Next card, Artifact Spark. Artifact Spark is a 5-mana spell. Transform an artifact card in your hand into an Artifact Spark. Deal 4 damage to enemy follower. Deal 4 damage to enemy leader. This card can only be played with a targetable artifact card in your hand. So this card basically, like, each time you play it, right? Each time you play it, like, it gives you the ability to play more copies of them, and essentially like transmute your artifacts into 4 damage. But you're essentially paying 5 mana to do that, which obviously the obvious question is, why the fuck would I not just play Radiant Artifact, right? But there's the obvious trade-off. Oh, well, if your opponent has a ward, this card is a little bit better than the Radiant Artifact. However, there's still the issue of, well, I just like play the grind game and just find space and just like hit you with like Radiant Artifacts anyway, right? So again, this card will not see play for that reason. Especially the other issues that like you have to have an artifact for it. If you did not need an artifact for it, this card would probably be fine. But nope, alas you do. So yikes, unfortunate. Next card, Paracelsus. So Paracelsus is a 2-mana 2/2, evolves to a 4/4. Evolve, choose, put either a guard form golem or a strike form golem into your hand. So obviously, we already know that guard form golem is probably going to be a ward. Yep, it is a ward. It's a 2-mana 3/3 ward, and then enhanced 4 game +1/+2. That's really strong. And of course, the second form is a strike form golem. Strike form golem is a 2-mana 3/3 with rush, and then fanfare enhanced 4 game +2/+1. So Paracelsus is crazy. So we already know that 2-mana 3/3 rush is good because for those of you who have played during Wonderland Dreams, we saw the hell that was Tove. Tove was really good. This is a creature they can evolve to get a Tove. What? So this card is already shaping up to be one of the strongest evolved cards in the game. In terms of like mid-game like usage. Simply just because like if you play this card on either 4 or 5, you get a very like nice like beefy card to go with it. So getting either a 5. So if you evolve this on evolve, this card gets basically +5 basically gets +5/+5 or possibly +5/+6 or something like that, or +6/+5. That's crazy. That's because he gets full stats in Evo. What? Why? Why would you? What? Anyway, card's obviously very good, as you can see from me like exaggerating and whatnot over it. But yeah, the card's very solid. Especially just because like it gives you a very nice offensive board and a very nice offensive rush card. Very good. Next card, Basilius, Outworld Invader. Basilius is a 6-mana 5/6, evolves into a 5/6, and then evolve. Banish all followers with 3 defense. Banish all enemy followers with 3 defense or less. This card is a very strong effect. This card is basically like Master Mage Levi, except what if Master Mage Levi did not need Sigil and did not hit base? Well, sort of, because there are obviously like issues, obvious issues that like if your opponent has a creature with like 4 defense or whatever or higher, you're gonna feel very sad because you barely missed out on killing it. However, this card I think is a very solid puppet card because it's a very big bitch they play in the mid game to go ahead and get like maybe like a +2/+3, maybe even a +4. And they can also augment it with puppets. This way you can get like edge creep creatures down to being like 3 HP. Just like banish everything because like, you don't need resonance, you don't need sigils, you don't need anything. You just need them to be at 3 HP, and that's not a hard ass. That's not really like a hard ass. So very strong card. I also think it's probably good enough to see in probably like Artifact Portal as well. But yeah, card is just very good, very good. Oh, one other quick thing that I should mention before I can move on to this card is that this card is 6. This card costs 6 mana. Slovo costs 7 mana. Orcus slash Magna Elixir, they cost 8 mana as well, and then last we have Noah on 9. So we're slowly but surely getting the curve filled out for Portalcraft. Sorry, not Portalcraft, for Puppetcraft. So they currently have a 6, 7, 8, 9 You maybe think of Lakoko as a 5 possibly, but I would not think of Lakoko as a 5, or at least like a solid play 5. And that's like pretty good, I definitely expect this to be the set where we start seeing Puppet Portal a bit more in the metagame, so not bad. Next, Captivating Conductor. So, select 2 fallers in play, deal X damage to the first faller and Y damage to the second faller, X equals attack of the second faller, Y equals attack of the first faller. So basically, essentially, you effectively have 2 creatures fight each other. It can be any 2 creatures, it can be your own creatures, it can be your opponent's creatures, things like that. Now, obviously, most times you usually want to have your opponent's creatures fight each other. This way you go ahead and like just injure them. However, things to keep in mind, it's not straight up like fighting them directly, because like if it was, Bane units would be like gross in this equation, because you could have like any one Bane unit kill another creature in play, and that'd be a very strong thing. And this card is only gonna be good versus like same attack tokens, or same attack or just same attack units, same attacks slash same defense units. So like for example 6/6, 5/5s, things like that. It's also only gonna be good in maybe say like versus like say I think things like say Tenko Shrine, maybe say that of Dragon when Dragon plays like Dragon Canyon, things like that. Like I don't know where this card is going to see play, because this card kind of screams like tech choice. It also kind of screams like screams like arena card as well. So yeah, yikes. Next card, Nicholas Stalwart Inventor. Nicholas is a 4-mana 4/3. Evolves into a 6/5. Fanfare summon a Go-Go Robomi. Fanfare enhance 8, subtract 3 from the countdown of all allied Go-Go Robomi amulets. So Go-Go Robomi is like a 3-mana amulet that has last word summon a 5/5. Summon a 5/5 ward. This card is pretty cool. This card helps you. This card does something that's like kind of relevant. It helps make it so you can like play Silva if you're playing Silva and whatnot on a very like good board, and that you get like this will pop on 7 if you play it on 4. So like you play it and you play Silva, boom. You already have like a lot of stats. You already have like some like protection against making it play like Silva in the first place. And just like how it just helps you make like more consistent like turns in the later game. Now, obviously speaking, you're probably not gonna play this in in Portalcraft. You'll probably play this in either Puppets or maybe say some like other like I don't know like good stuff Portalcraft deck. But like at the moment, it's either Puppets or you're playing Artifacts. So yeah, card's not bad. Card's pretty good. I like it a lot. Good flavor too. Next card, Enkidu. Enkidu is a 5-mana 4/5. 5-mana 4/4. Evolves into a 6/6 ward. Put a Gilgamesh into your hand if Resonance is active for you. For those of you who do not remember what Gilgamesh is an 8-mana 5/4 with Storm. This card is pretty cool. I don't know if this card will see play or not. The artwork when this card is evolved is very nice, but I don't know if the card's good enough to see play. Although obviously gaining a non-conditional Storm to your hand is pretty good. Yeah. Next card, Jessica Troful Cannoneer. Jessica is a 3-mana 3/2, evolves into a 5/4. Fanfare give +1/+0 to an allied Portalcraft follower. If that follower can be targeted, your opponent can only target that follower. So essentially what you do is you go ahead and you pick a Portalcraft follower if you're choosing, and you basically turn that card into like Lloyd the Android essentially. So Lloyd the Android, if you don't remember, is a 3-mana 1/4 that has ward and has a text box of if your opponent can target something. Yeah. If this follower can be targeted, your opponent can only target this follower. So yeah, Lloyd the Android is pretty cool. Although obviously Lloyd the Android is typically only great when you can play it off of Orcus, and most times that doesn't happen. So yikes. Next card, Ancient War Machine. Ancient War Machine is 2-mana 1/4. It evolves into a 3/6. When an allied artifact follower comes into play, this follower gains board. And alright, so this card is kind of interesting. This card is basically like kind of close to being that of like a Mechwing Rosa. They both have their trade-offs though. Mechwing Rosa can always get ward every other turn, or maybe say every turn. Every turn like past like maybe say turn 6 or whatever. Whereas like this guy can only get ward if you play artifacts, but it's not hard to play artifacts in the early game as well. So I definitely think that for people who play like Mechwing Rosa, they'll probably like play this card instead. And vice versa. The card just looks solid. Like as we already know, like 1/4 wards are like really good, especially if they have like little to no drawback. Next card, Ancient Apparatus. It's the 1-cost artifact. 1-cost amulet. I'm sorry. If you have at least 1 play point and Resonance is active for you, play this card as either an artifact squadron or an artifact glow. And then if you don't have, and if you like play this card as just like whatever, you just play this card outside of Resonance, this card becomes At the end of your turn, randomly put two of the following cards into your deck, either Mystic Artifact, Radiant Artifact, or Prime Artifact. So this is very interesting base form. Because you get all the more expensive artifacts, so you don't get either the Ancient or the Analyzing. You only get like the Mystic, the Radiant, and the Prime Artifact. Which I don't know how good that is. I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's like that good, but it does give you a more smaller pool to choose from as opposed to putting in all 5. So not bad. For the actual cards themselves, the Artifact Squadron is at the start of your turn. Countdown 2. At the start of your turn, put a random artifact that costs at least 3 play points from your deck into your hand. So basically, again, Mystics, Radiants, or Primes. Because it's at the start of your turn, that means you get like some like nice uses out of it. You can actually play this card under Machina and not feel as bad. Well, this does take up board space, and that's kind of like something to think about. But for people who play Prime Artifact Control, this card will be a godsend for them because it gives them another way to search for Prime Artifact. For the next form, Artifact Glow. Artifact Glow is a countdown 2. Whenever you play an artifact card, restore one defense to your leader. This card is ridiculous. So, if for some reason you're like doing like whatever, if you're like doing whatever, just like doing like the standard, oh, I'm just gonna play Portal things or whatever, and just like remove your board with like Excel and things like that. This card becomes a very big deal because this card means that you can sometimes on a good chain gain at least 4 to maybe 6 healing in a turn. 4 to 6 burst healing while being proactive and clearing your opponent's board. Now, obviously, you need a lot of cards in order to make this work. But if you are in fact able to do this, you usually won't die. Like for example, whereas like something like say Vengeance Blood, how Vengeance Blood beats you is that they usually hit you very hard, and because you can't ward up or heal up or anything like that, they just like get to like demolish you. Well, if you play this card and you have a good enough hand, you can like block that now. It's kind of cool. Very strong effect. I definitely expect to see this card see a lot of play because it's very annoying. Of course, here we have the Lococo's Teddy Bear, which has support like at the start of your turn, put a puppet into your opponent's hand, and then yeah, same thing as like cards not bad. Cards not bad. Like it's basically it's like basically say playing a more like synergy oriented Fall from Grace essentially. Oh, it's not bad. And of course, we see the Robomi Steel Warrior as well. Yeah. As well as the Geico Robomi Amulet. Yeah. So before I go ahead and move on to anything else, like, I think like the cards I expect to be standouts in this is like again Silva, Paracelsus, because Paracelsus is fucking broken. Basilius. The Ancient Apparatus, and then maybe like Enkidu, and then like the rest of them are just kind of whatever on. Alright, so moving on to neutrals, we have Proto Baja. Proto Baja, we saw this like on like I think it was like day 1 or something like that. My opinion of this card has not changed that much since then. This card is just solid, just really solid card. I definitely think you'll still play in Dragon. You'll still definitely play it in like Reanimate Shadow. Outside of those 2 classes, though, I don't really know. Outside like those 2 decks, I don't really know where else you're gonna see this card played. This card is good enough to see played in like many things, I think. So yeah, card's like just solid. Alright, next we have Legendary Fighter, literally Legendary Fighter, same artwork as like the original fighter that we all know and love. So this is a very funny card. It's kind of memey, but it's really funny too. So this card is a 2-mana 2/2, evolves to a 4/4, and has many effects. So first effect, whenever another follower evolves, give this card the ability to attack 2 times per turn. Whenever you play a spell, this card gains Bane. Whenever you play an amulet, this card gains Rush. At the start of your turn, again, +8/+8. If this card has the ability to attack 2 times per turn, Bane and Rush. So basically, and this card is basically like a Gundam. Like when it gets fully powered up and whatnot, this card will in fact kill you. Because this card has Bane, Rush, and all this like other shit or whatever, right? And that's like kind of gross. So the nice thing about this card is that one, this card is a 2/2, so you're still able to like kind of kill it and whatnot. However, if again, like say, if you can't kill it and your opponent is able to fulfill all these conditions, you will in fact die because this is 20 damage. So this card's pretty funny. This card is kind of like a new take on like Flaming Glass, because Flaming Glass only does 14, but this guy, like when you fulfill the conditions, this guy will kill you. So I cannot stress that enough. This guy will kill you. At some point, I'm gonna die to this card somehow. I'm gonna be very upset. But yeah. Card's pretty funny. Will this card see much play? I don't think so. It's just like it's a very funny card. Next card, Lyria, Azure Maiden. So Lyria did not change for me at all. Like I think if anything, she actually got a little bit worse. So she has like, alright, so she has like the nice like next time this enemy is sorry, next time this follower take damage, deal reduces damage to 0. So it's like that's like not bad, but not great either because she's only a 1/1. If she had like more stats attached to her, that make that effect a lot better. And then Fanfare, the enhance 8. Put a random neutral follower into your hand that costs at least 7 play points or more, and then recovers 7 play points. So that effect is kind of cool, but like it only lets you play 8 cost creatures. Well, it only lets you max play 7 to 8 cost creatures for free. So of those creatures, there's like Marduk, there's Zodiac Demon, there's Loki, and all 3 of those cards do not see play for a reason. And I don't expect this card to be the reason why any of those cards suddenly like come back and start seeing play. So yeah, this card, I don't know, I'm not sold on this card. But a very interesting thing to keep in mind is that this card is one of those cards that can only get better as time goes on. Simply because like unlimited and whatnot, like you have the ability to search like Sawhawk wheels with this, and that's very strong for Dragon. But outside of that, not sure. I don't see this card seeing that much play though. Next card, Seraphic Blade. Seraphic Blade is a 2 mana, destroy an enemy follower or amulet that costs at least 2 play points or less, and then Fanfare, and then enhance 6, destroy any enemy follower or amulet instead. This card is a very strong tech card. Alright, so right at the bat, we already know that the ability to like essentially invalidate any two PP creature of your choosing is very strong, because there are a lot of like very annoying problematic creatures. Like for example, killing 1/3s strong, killing 2/2s strong. Like so for example, like common creatures that have this like stat line or like Hedgehog, Feline, Urius. Killing any of those, great. But this card does more. It also kills amulets. So I guarantee you, if you are a competitive player at all in the slightest, you've probably complained about one of the following 3 cards in the last 6 months: Brambles, Acceleratium, Summit Temple. One of those 3 cards, I guarantee you complain about them at some point in time. Well, what if there was a way to get rid of them for pennies on the dollar? Boom, Seraphic Blade. Solves a lot of problems all at once. This card is very nice card. I definitely expect that like the advent of this card, that they will probably not be nerfing Brambles, and this card will just be our answer to, okay, well, fuck Brambles, right? So card is very good. I definitely expect this card to see a lot of widespread play. I don't know where this play won't see play in. I think maybe like off the top of my head, this card probably will not see play in Sword, but it will be good enough to see play in a lot of other decks as well, and that's like fine. Very solid like staple card. Probably for a very long time, honestly speaking. Next card, Catalina Sky Guardian. So I already kind of talked about this card on like day 1. I don't really like this card. I think this card was one of those cards like if it had one more point of HP, much better, but it does not, so it's like kind of shitty. So it's like Ward, can't take 3 damage at a time. Sorry, can't take more than 3 damage at a time. So yeah, so as you already see, by not having one more point of HP in either its evolved form or its base form, this usually kind of means that like that she just like comes out and cannot do anything like effectively. She also requires a ward as well. She also requires the Evo as well. So if she had like the 1 more point of HP, that what that meant was that you could like fight a big dude, and then still have to fight a 3rd big dude in order to like be killed, right? That'd be kind of cool, but it does not have that, so therefore it's kind of shitty. Next card, Genesis, a Legend. So it's a 2 mana amulet. At the end of your turn, give a random ally follower +0/+1 and Bane. So giving Bane to creatures on the fly is very strong. I definitely expect to start to see some amount of play because it's a very nifty effect. Just being able to like hand out Bane like free candy, it's kind of cool. But I don't know how much play this card will see though. Sorry about that. Next card, Rackham, Airship Pilot. So Rackham is a 4 mana 3/3, evolves to a 5/5. Whenever this follower attacks an enemy follower, deal 3 damage to that follower immediately before this guy, before you actually have the battle. So basically, when this card attacks, this guy basically dispatches every like X3 or lower in the format, and that's kind of cool. With I think the soul exception like Beam B, yeah. That's kind of cool. However, you only get the effect when you're attacking. So most times when you play this card, it'll be a 5/5 on the first turn, and then like you just like. And then if it stays alive, it gets to like make value trades indefinitely or grow face. So this card is very nice to replace for people who like play like neutral whatever, and they play Strix. This card will be a nice kind of replacement for that. Well, it's not as big as Strix because Strix is just 5/5, and this guy has to be evolved to get up to 5/5, but not bad. Next card, Luane of the Bro family. So Luane of the oh my god, of the Bro family. God damn it. Is a 3-mana 2/2, evolves into a 4/4. So Fanfare, put an Elsem of the Bro family into your hand. So as you already see, like this is like kind of going down a rabbit hole, and now obviously we have to look at like Elsem. Elsem is a oops, I forgot this is like a token thing. Okay, yeah, Elsem of the Bro family is a 3-mana 2/1 with Storm. Fanfare, put a Tomoe of the Bro family into your hand. Tomoe is a 3-0 1/3 with Rush. Fanfare, put a Human Pyramid attack into your hand, and then lastly, Human Pyramid attack is a 9-mana 5/6 to get a Rush for it, and whenever this faller attacks your end, they get +1/+0 to all ally fallers, or restore 2 defense to your leader. So this card is a very funny sort of like Johnny type of card. Like Johnnies are people who like gimmicks and whatnot, so they'll definitely like things like this. So, like, this is basically like a 18-mana make it yourself Megazord. So very, very similar to that of like Legendary Fighter, except we already know that the Legendary Fighter is much better. So, but this card does very, very interesting things. The 9-mana version is kind of a letdown because like again, like I said, you have to put 18 mana into getting all 3 of these things out, right? And it's like kind of disappointing to only get like this because it's not you get to choose what you want. You have to pick it randomly, so it's kind of a very, very jokey type of card. I personally don't like it because obviously I don't really like memes, but yeah. So the Tomoe is like kind of cool. It's not bad. It's like a 3-mana 1/3 rush. It's decent, but not great. Elsam is probably like the best one, I think, because he's a 2/1 that has Storm, and then Luane is also good as well because he's a 2/2. So it's like just a little bit understated to get the effect and start you down the rabbit hole. Yeah, I'm not really sold on the card. I don't really like it that much, but I definitely expect some people to play it because it's a very funny meme type card. And of course, the last card for neutrals is Investigation. Investigation is a 2-mana draw a card, enhance 6, draw 3 cards instead. So basically, at worst, this is like an unsynergistic Trail of Light, or like say, well, yeah, it's like an unsynergistic like Trail of Light, or with the enhance 6 is like a basic spellbook description that's only slightly better because it has a smaller base form. But I don't expect this card to see play at all. I don't know. I don't think it's like that good. So quickly covering neutrals. Cards I probably expect to see play are like Proto Bahamut, Seraphic Blade, Rackham, and that's about it. Alright, and then now lastly we come back full circle, we come back to Dragon. So I saved Dragon for last because like there were a lot of things that I wanted to talk about with Dragon that are kind of like big deals, so without further ado, here we go. First is Zoe, Arbiter of the Skies. So Zoe is the Dragoncraft, both the Dragoncraft GBF leader as well as the premier quintessential Dragoncraft card of choice this set. This is like the Dragoncraft card that people like probably freaked out the most about. So I figured I'd go ahead and do it justice. So first, as we see here, it's an 11 playpoint card. The only other 11 or higher playpoint card in the game is D-Shift at 20 mana. So I already know that you have to like do some like crazy things or like go ahead and turn this on. But the actual effect of this card is accelerate 1, draw a card, then put a 10 playpoint 6/5 Zoe Arbiter of the Skies into your deck, without accelerate to your deck. So basically, that's not bad. It prevents you from putting like multiple copies of Zoe's into your deck, and that's like, kind of cool. In order to just like slowly, like maybe like make like a 1-mana Zoe or something silly like that, which is like kind of cool. I don't think it was necessary, but it's like not bad to have, I guess. And then for the actual effect, Storm, Vampire, deal damage to your leader until your defense drops down to 1. Your leader cannot be damaged until the start of your next turn. So this card is very, very strong. It's like a sort of like a final gambit, all in, let's fucking go, Rochambeau sort of card. Very, very cool aesthetically as well as artwork wise as well. How you'll use this card most times is this card will basically just like we'll probably go into both Storm Dragon as well as Limworm. Now the Limworm thing, I'm not really sold on the Limworm aspect yet. Although it's like not bad because like what it does in Limworm is it's still a very very relevant thing. Is that like it gives you spacing to play out your Limworm itself, because I know a lot of people like they tend to play in a way that like they have to need like 2 Limworms to win. But now if your opponent's at 16, oh hey, Zoe into Limworm, 16 damage. Ah, nice, PogChamp. Or Storm Dragon will be about the same thing, because like Storm Dragon will basically like operates about the same way as like say Limworm Dragon, except like obviously it's a lot faster. For Storm Dragon, you'll basically like chain this into Zeus. Well, you would have chained this into Zeus and like say Ozzy, but now you just chain this into Ozzy and like 12 damage. It's not bad. The other thing is that, obviously speaking, this does cost 11 mana, so you will have to accelerate it, or you will have to play a cost reduction card of some sort. I definitely think go play a cost reduction card of some sort in order to help like offset this and make like a lot easier to like use. But having the ability to just like not like be able to die is one of the craziest. It's one of the craziest versions of Safe Storm. However, things to keep in mind: one, if I kill this Zoe and I make a ward, if you can't get through the ward, you are essentially dead. Like, or if I have some other way of killing Zoe and then also like preventing myself from dying. So in this case, like say, oh, you're a Knight Fanatic. Oh, look at that. It looks like you are dead. Or just, you know, things like that. Like even if people are freaking out about, like, it's also just as easy that it's also just as easy to have that counterplay for this kind of card, and the counterplay does exist. Does it exist like ubiquitously? Maybe not. That's like fine. Like some classes have wasted this card. So I don't know. I'm perfectly fine with the card as is. Next card, Adramelech. Adramelech is a 7-mana 0/6, evolves into a 2/8. Accelerate, draw 2 cards. Now obviously you'd be thinking, oh, this card's like kind of shit. Nope, not really. So it has spam for a game plus X with 0. X equals the number of non-follower cards you play during this match, and then also deal X damage to an enemy follower. So this card is basically it's like Limworm support. However, it's just like nice, like this is just like nice good stuff dragon support. So I know a lot of people are thinking, well, Ramjack's not gonna play. Ramjack's not gonna play this card, right? Nope, you're actually wrong. So the reason why Ramjack will be fine playing this card is like Dragon as a whole, they play a lot of spells because like they play a lot of creatures that have spells attached to them from both that of Roy, Galua, Lean, Somniferous. Yeah, at least 3 of the 4 of these see play, right? Then most Dragon decks tend to play Oracle. They tend to play Blazing Breath, right? So it's like 5 or 6 outlets for you to keen spells to start charging this guy up. Additionally, you do not need this card to hit for like a truck ton. Most times versus like majority of the format, barring I think about like 10 or so creatures specifically, as long as this guy deals at least 3 to 4 damage, it's good enough. Like, you can basically just kind of think of this like as a dragon, as an Emerald, as like an Emerald retrain of or as like a dragon version of an Emerald like retrain or something like that, right? So it's not bad. Additionally, as I said before, 6 HP is a very strong breakpoint in the game. Like, if you have 6 HP and then you evolve and you have 8 HP, you usually hit that kind of like big bitch category. You're kind of hard to kill. Like even now, like there are a lot of times where I just like see people like play like Emerald or something in like the mid to late game, like after like the Evo wars are over, and then just like stays in play and hits for like 6 to hits for like 8 to like 12. That's gross. What else? But yeah, but in the case of Dragon, like not only can Dragon play this a lot faster than Blood can play Emeralda, but again, they have the opportunity to be able to play it and then be able to play other scary things afterwards. Like if you play like this card and like Zoe or whatever, that's a lot of damage. So like say you follow it up with like Ozzy, again, lots of damage. Additionally, this works as Zoe because you can go ahead and just like, you know, excel your copy of Zoe to get another copy and then things like that. So it's not bad. Lastly, if for some reason they don't need to play this card or whatever for some reason, you always just like accelerate to draw 2 cards, and it's like not bad. Like it helps with a very key aspect of Dragon, like what do you do when you brick, right? Like, and just having excels is like a godsend for Dragon. It means you can like play a little bit greedier if you want to, and that's like fine. Next card, True Dragon Scathatcha. True Dragon Scathatcha is a 5-mana 5/5, evolves into a 7/7. Vampire, if Overflow is not active for you, deal 2 damage to the Swaller and then gain an empty playpoint orb. And if Overflow is active for you, give your leader the following effect: subtract you from the next source of damage dealt to your leader. So I don't actually know what the stacks are. I think it stacks, but like I don't know if it but I don't know if it stacks in the way it's like actually conducive for me to have it stack. Well, I have 3 of these going at one turn or whatever. I take 6, but the 6 damage gets reduced to 0. Or if it's I have 3 of these going at one time, and I take 6, but in reality, I actually just instead take 4, and I lose all 3 of my emblems instead. Yeah. So it's definitely something that needs to be tested out in like actual like live when it's like becomes live and whatnot. That's like fine. This card does 2 things. One, it's a ramp card they can play on turn 4. That's also on a body. Fanfare Ramp is a very highly sought after ability, and then of course this card also works if you don't have if you already have all your play points that you need to go ahead and do things, right? Now, one other interesting thing is that this card will not ramp you like after you're already in overflow. So like this card will ramp you on 5 and 6 mana, but will not ramp you afterwards, which might become a thing, which might be like a bit of an issue. Because like for example, if you're trying to like if you're trying to hit the jump of like play this card, then play this card on 7 to go ahead and like ramp up into Frenzy Drake on 9. Well, now you suddenly can't do that, and that's a very interesting thing. Now, I know a lot of people are going, oh, well, this card doesn't heal, that makes it much worse than simple. No, that's not true. So, a big thing is that, like, Jerva is like one of the, like, premier, like, kind of, like, late game, kind of grindy cards for Dragon, and, like, this card works amazingly with Jerva in that, like, you get effective HP. Effective HP is a little bit different than raw flat healing, and that, like, sometimes effective HP is much better. Like, for example, if you like play a Jerva and then you play Zeus or whatever, right? You have effectively 20 HP because you have to go through the Zeus and you have to like hit the Jerva for 10, right? This is a very big deal. Like just being able to like artificially increase the amount of HP they have under your Jerva from being like 10 to upwards of maybe say 16 or at least 12. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. And this also on a solid mid-game body too. Like 5/5 is a very good stat line. Next card is Pyroworm Commander. Pyroworm Commander is a 4-mana 3/3, evolves into a 5/5. With Fanfare, put a Blazing Breath into your hand, evolve, put a Lightning Blast into your hand as well. This card is not bad. It's not bad at all. I know people have already said that they'll probably play it in Limworm. Now, I think this card is also good enough to see play in like kind of like mid-rangey type of dragon that like doesn't like really like revolve around like the whole ramp aspect. Just like not bad. Card's just pretty solid, I think. What else? Aliza, Pugilist Princess. Aliza is a 3-mana 3/2, evolves into a 5/4 with Rush, and then Fanfare Overflow is active for you, gain +1/+1. So this is a very strong card. This card will probably like replace Dragonute Scyther for most times. Because most times, like unless you have to kill like a very big dude, this card will basically do about the same thing as what Scyther did. Or you can also think of it as like a Blitzlancer that has like late game scaling as well. That's like fine. So this card is very good at what it does. It helps you fulfill the whole 10 mana play Dragon Canyon and then play this. Good stuff. This card is also good in the early game as well when you're just like trying to fight for board. Just because like Dragon has a very like passive early game. Unless you're playing stuff like say this or Star Phoenix, but this card is much better than Star Phoenix, right? So it's good stuff. I like this card a lot. Dragon Sanctum. So Dragon Sanctum is one of the most like underlooked cards I think going into the set. Well, it's both underlooked. Well, it's underlooked and overlooked for reasons that I don't really agree with. I think it's more accurate to say. So its base form is like last words, gain an empty play point orb, and the choose effect is if you have at least 3 play points and overflow is active for you, choose play this card as either trample or a whirlwind. So obviously right off the bat, because this is a ramp card, that already makes this card very good. And now with True Dragon Scat Hatchet, it means that we actually have five pieces of ramp in the current metagame, which is that yes, if you wanted to, you could in fact play 15 copies of ramp in your Dragon deck, and that's very strong. Now looking at the actual effects of the cards themselves, in order to properly evaluate this, I'm just going to tell you about both cards first, and then we'll go ahead and evaluate it. So first version is Trample. Trample is last words, destroy random enemy followers. This is basically like a heretical inquiry. The second version is a Whirlwind. Whirlwind is a 3-mana last words, deal 2 damage to all enemy followers. Both this as well as Trample, they both have countdown 1, so they will pop on your next turn. So the obvious question is, but non-Dro, can I just play around this by just like by not playing into whatever choice card you took? Yes, that's true. You can in fact play around it. However, the counterpoint is also true as well. What if I predict you to play around the option that I want you to play around the option that I showed you, whatever, and you instead play into something different, right? So for example, what if I play Trample, right? And you like just like drop your hand and just like flat out onto the board. You're just like, okay, well, I have to flat out onto the board because he's played Trample, so it seems I can't like play one big bit. Well, it means I can't like play like one big dude, right? So you play into that, and I play Frenzy Jig, right? You lose the game, right? Yeah, you do. Or conversely, what if I play Whirlwind or whatever, and this means that you can't like play like small dudes or whatever, you just like decide to play big dudes, and again I play like an AoE, boom, you're losing the game. Or conversely, what if I play Whirlwind and then you just like play like one big dude, and I go ahead and remove your dude with let's say Aliza who hits for 4, and I go ahead and play Dragon Canyon, again, same thing, you lose game. So this is one of those cards that I think is a very, very strong skill cap card, and definitely rewards people who can like read their opponent as well as like read the flow of the game and read like what their opponent's like most likely to do. So I think for people like me who usually tend to do this, like, it'll be a little bit better. But obviously like for the average like ladder player, I don't know like how do I feel about how they're gonna play it. But I think most times most people on ladder are just being very, very basic about it and just being very transparent on what they expect to have happen. But like for the more creative player, this card will definitely be a lot more useful. Next card, Hatchling. Hatchling is a 2-mana 2/2, evolves into 4/4. If you have at least 7 play points, choose play this card as either a White Skill Dragon or a Black Skill Dragon. So the first one is Black Skill Dragon. Black Skill Dragon is basically a really shitty card. It's like a very bad hybrid of Deathmist Dragon as well as Twilight Dragoon Coda. For those of you who already know, Twilight Dragoon Coda is a 6-mana 5/2. Yeah, 6-mana 5/2 that just has can't be attacked. And then Deathmist Dragon is a 4-mana 2/2 that has, at the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to all other followers. So this card, I'm not sold. This card is not that good. Because it happens at the end of your turn instead of the start of your turn. Like there can be arguments made for which one you would prefer. For me personally, I think I would actually prefer it at the start of my turn because I would have like synergy with Feline. But unfortunately, this is at the end of your turn, so this may be good versus like say Force or whatever who like have a bunch of fairies out. Okay, sure. But the card is very expensive for what it costs. Like if this card was 6 mana, maybe we'd be able to talk. But this card is 7 mana, so this like makes it kind of shitty. Second version, White Skill Dragon. So White Skill Dragon is basically just Island Whale, but has Ward. I don't know. Like for those of you who don't know for those of you who don't know what Island Whale does, Island Whale is just a generic like 5/7 guy or whatever that has like no effect or whatever. It's just basically just like a retrain of that, except this one has Ward. But you have to play 7. They have to play 7 to get it. Not sold. I don't think it's good. I'd rather play, I don't know, like any other Ward in Dragon that where I played this one. So yeah, not sold at all. And yes, you can make the argument of yes, it's a 2/2. However, when you're playing this card, you're almost never going to want to play this card for the 2/2. You're almost always going to want to play for the choose card, but neither choose card is good, so it makes it kind of awful. Next card, Albacore, aka Giant Flying Happy Tuna Dude. So Albacore, like I saw this card on day 1, I was very sad. I see this card like 20 days later, I'm still kind of sad, but at least I'm not like as sad. So it's just 7 mana, 7/5, also a 9/7, last versus 3 defense for leader. Like again, I'll ask you the exact same question I asked on day 1. Why the fuck would you not just play Happy Pig, right? Like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I guess you can make an argument of yes, this art is sicker than Happy Pig's art. But you still have to pay 5 more mana to get about the same effect, and even then, it's just I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling this card. I'm not at all. Next card is Tailswing. So Tailswing is one half of a very interesting thing I want to talk to you guys about. That both Draconic Singer as well as Tailswing. So these are the 2 current ways in rotation, at least they'll be able to play. They'll be able to hard cast Zoe aside from just like accelerating and then redrawing another Zoe, which is a very interesting thing. So this one is 5 mana, randomly destroy one of the strongest enemy followers in play. Subtract 1, also Dragoncraft card in your hand. So really quickly, even though yes, it says random only. In this case, random only applies if your opponent has like multiple creatures of the same attack value in play. Now if that happens, yeah, you're kind of fucked because like because if you have to play this card, you usually want to get rid of like a big bitch, and they have two big bitches in play. You're kind of sad because there's no more sight there. But the subtract 1 from the cost of the Dragoncraft from the cost of the Dragoncraft follower in your hand, as I already kind of mentioned before, cost reduction things, especially when they're anecdotal like this, are very interesting thing to talk about. Because like they have a lot of sort of I guess like PogChamp moments they can like create from them. Like for example, Ozzy Haka. Ozzy Haka is probably like the premier like case study of this. So for example, if I play a 6 mana. If I play like a 6 mana Ozzy Haka, that's kind of like what the fuck, right? If I play 7 mana Ozzy Haka, that's kind of what the fuck. However, if I play a 9 mana Ozzy Haka, that's kind of like yeah. So basically, how good you are as a player, as well as like how good your hand is going to determine like how good this card is going to be. Like for example, there's like I think the biggest surprise factor with this card is that of either Zoe or Frenzy Drake. Playing a Frenzy Drake on 8. yes, they're playing a Frenzy Drake on 8 mana as opposed to 9 means that your opponent's like more likely to play into it because they're thinking, okay, well I can't get punished for making this play, right? But then you drop the Frenzy Drake, they're like, oh shit, I lost. So that's like kind of cool. The base effect on this card is also really good. As well. Just like 5 mana hard removal is nice. Like for example, a thing you can do with this card is on 10 mana, you can play this, and as well as playing True Dragon Sky Hatcha, and that's good enough. In Unlimited, you can play this plus like Sybil. That's also good. Things like that. So the card's not bad. I actually like the card a lot. I think this. Oh, next, Venom Tail Salamander. Venom Tail Salamander is a 3 and a 1/3 with ward. Bane ward it can only attack if Overflow is active for you. So I saw a lot of people like hyping this card up in like a few different discords. I don't really think this card is like that good though. Like the card is, yeah, it's alright. But if this card was a 2 mana, was 2 mana, much better. But no, it's a 3 mana card. So there's a lot of really good 3 mana cards in Dragon right now. And I don't know if this card is good enough to make the cut, especially because it can only attack when you have the Overflow active for you. Like it can't even attack you if you even evolve it, right? So it's a very passive ward. It's a very passive but annoying ward. That's like not good. And then lastly, Dragon Huntress. Dragon Huntress is a 2 mana 2/2. Whenever this card attacks a follower with at least 5 attack on declaration of attack, gain Bane. This card is pretty shitty because you need the whole because this card only works on declaration of attack. 2, it doesn't have rush or storm or anything like that, so you always have to use an evolve, or you always have to like wait for summoning sickness to wear off. That's neither of these are very good outcomes for you to like have happen. So yeah, card's pretty shitty. But yeah, so. For the Dragon cards, I was actually pleasantly surprised because like for the most part, I don't think like there's like not many Dragon cards that I wouldn't say is like immediately playable going into next side. I think like off the top of my head, Hatchling and Albacore are probably like the two. Well, sorry, Hatchling, Albacore, and then Dragon Hunters are like the 3 biggest losers. Venom Tail is like kind of close to being a loser, but not quite. And then like the rest of the cards are like all pretty good, I think. Obviously speaking, like the best card is probably Zoe, as well as the Dramalek, as well as True Dragon, and then lastly Dragon Sanctum, as well as Lisa, like, which is all pretty good. Just because like it's a lot hard, just because it's very hard for me to like argue which is like the best card for Dragon, which is like pretty good. But regarding Zoe, like Zoe is still like a very controversial card. I know a lot of people have been going, okay, well what if you get the high roll situation and you guys go Zoe, and hit your opponent for 18, or maybe even say like 20. That's a very high roll. Like that, like consecutive Zoe is not gonna be a thing that happens to you all that often, because you have to redraw the Zoe. You have to redraw the Zoe, or you have to have a cost reduced Zoe in your hand already. That's kind of hard to say that's gonna happen like that, like a lot of times. But I don't know. Card is pretty good. I like the card a lot. I like that it got voted into being the leader of the GBF franchise. But yeah. So this concludes all my entire card review. I hope you guys enjoyed. I didn't think I was gonna be talking for as long as I was gonna be talking, but yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. I look forward to playing a lot of these cards. Going to next set, I will definitely be streaming. What is it, tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow, and then the day after, maybe even the day after that too. Not sure. Yeah. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.